Welcome to day 128. We zeroed yesterday at the Triple Crown Hostel because it was so nice and because we had an extra day to do so, and I walked out. I don't know what everyone else is doing. I'm taking this road walk instead of the CDT because it cuts off a day and I don't care anymore. This is my journey, I guess, is road walking. So I probably won't record a lot of today because it's not going to be very exciting to look at. My goal is to do about 25 miles today, and then I will be 25-ish miles out of town. Now people are driving by watching me do this. I found another buffalo squash. I put a face on it so whoever goes this way may see my buffalo squash. It's actually one of my favorite things to do when I find I've carved so many of them. So cool. After Lordsburg, there's 3 days left possibly, unless I decide to do a big day. I don't know yet. Just depends on how I'm feeling. And then I'll be done. And I fly out a couple days later on the 7th. Yay! Bye. Enjoy. I'm on a date right now. I've gone 10.5 miles, and that puts me halfway for today because I'm probably only going to go 21, 22-ish today to the red line and then camp somewhere over there, which puts me 20-something-ish into town tomorrow. And then I've got to decide if I'm going to zero there or if I'm going to go ahead and go without them, and if I want to try to do an 80-mile walk in one go. Kind of do, kind of don't, we'll see. I'll think about it. Welcome to day 129. It is the last day of October, and we're going into November. Today I will go into Lordsburg, the last town on the trail. And then I have 3-ish days until I hit the border. And then I'll be done. Yay! And then I'll be sitting in town waiting for my other friends to catch up. It's a beautiful sunrise. If you can see it. Nope, you're not gonna let me see it. There we go. Ooh, pretty. And here I am walking through the desert on this trail. Wow, in the middle of nowhere, power lines. It was really cold because the sun wasn't up yet, but then I passed over this hill and it was like a blaze of heat. So here we go, hot day coming up, I'm sure. Hot-ish, not as hot as it was in Montana. I think town is right between these mountains. It's been so long since I've been in town, like a whole 30 hours. Not even that. Almost done. Woo! Almost done. 100, 100, 100. Oh yeah, 100. Woo! Wow, that's scary. Did I not already pass 100? Maybe I went 0 miles? That'd be sad. Gross, dead rattlesnake. Well, that's creepy and gross. Ugh. Gaia loves stuff like that, and 50 cal. So I took pictures to send to them. I'm so happy I saw this little flower. Little baby flowers. I went wrong way, so now I cross the desert. Hope I don't step on a cactus. That would be painful because I've already done that before. Look at this huge cactus. There's my foot for comparison. Look at this. Oh, so chunky. I love it.
Oh, there goes one. There
Delta's chasing the cows away.
That's a horse.
Beautiful. The work of Delta.
That's why it comes in a 6-pack.
Welcome, welcome to day 130. Yay! I'm walking out of Lordsburg right now. Got an extremely cheap hotel. It's like $52 split between 5 people. Yes! But everything else in Lordsburg is pretty run down. So, not sad to leave. But the room was awesome. I've got, it's like 10:30 right now, and I have to do 25 miles today to 30 miles today in order to make it to the border at a reasonable time. I will finish on day 132. It is also November 1st. Welcome to November. So I'll finish on the 3rd. So exciting, so close. These cows are watching me very closely. Welcome to the end of the trail, where there is no trail actually. It's just wandering and losing the trail because you think you're on the trail, but it actually turned to the right or the left on the not trail, and finding these random posts that are mostly facing northbound instead of southbound, so it's extra hard to see them. This is gonna be a fun couple days. The sign had fallen over, so we put it back up because it was hard to know where we were supposed to go. And now I don't see the next sign. It's also probably fallen over. Well, I have been wandering through the desert looking for these little markers for a while now, and the sun is just now going down, so it's about to get way more challenging to hike. I don't know how much further I have, but I know I have at least 5 more miles of dark hiking. Sorry, every time I look away, like I'm paying attention to something, my arm starts to drag down because of not thinking about it. So hopefully I don't get too lost. I'm probably gonna wait for ramen and chili and Slider and Delta, who are behind me, so that I am not hiking through the dark in the middle of nowhere by myself. But I'm gonna have to stop anyways and pull out my headlamp. I'm just walking through this grass towards this cow. Go! Go, cow! I don't care. Bye, sunset. Look at those beautiful purples. The sky is becoming colorful. I love that the trail just goes through these barbed wire fences without a gate. I've crawled under one of them. I've also climbed over 2 of them. Climb over this one right here by pushing down on the wire and swinging my foot over. Oh no, I'm trapped. I need this other hand. Welcome to day 131. It's the second last day of hiking, and I am wandering through the desert right now, trying to. We didn't stop till after dark yesterday. I don't remember what time we stopped at, and it was extremely difficult to see where we were supposed to go. One, because there was no trail, and 2, because most of the signs are facing for northbounders, and the back sides of the signs are not shiny like the front sides are. So, very challenging. So I had to use gut hooks pretty closely. Be like, oh, I'm off the trail. The trail's slightly to the left, and then I go slightly to the left, and there's nothing there. Good times. And I anticipate that today's going to be much of the same. I am planning on doing 30 today because there's 57 to the end, and I would like to do more today than tomorrow, which probably means there's going to be more night hiking involved. Adventure to the end! I love that we no longer believe in gates for these barbed wire fences. Just figure it out. Am I gonna roll under this one or climb over this one? Why? This is the first time I could see the end points right there. Not that mountain range, but the one right behind it, I believe, is the end of the trail. It's the Mexican border, 47 miles away. Ooh, woo! My hair's so long now. I shaved it before I started. Now it's almost ponytail length. My goals have been achieved. These mountains right here are Little Hatchet Mountains, and that one way in the distance is Big Hatchet Mountain. On the other side of Big Hatchet Mountain is the border. I just have to cross through the shorter version of those mountains. I don't think I go over the big part, and then I'll be done. Thank goodness for this umbrella in this sunlight. It's so hot. So pretty. Wow. It is 9:08 right now, and of course as soon as the sun went down, also the trail disappeared. So it's been an adventure using my headlamp on high beam to try to find these signs that are impossible to see from behind because they're meant for northbounders, not for southbounders. Because they don't, it looks very bright right now, but it's not shiny, so I can't see that distance. But it was kind of fun. I was hiking top speed. I think my dinner had kicked in and my caffeine had kicked in. So it was kind of a little bit of an adrenaline thing, because if I was going so fast, if I kicked a cactus, it would go right through my foot. Oh well, time to camp though. 20-something miles tomorrow till the end. Welcome to day 132, the final day of the CDT. Yay! I think I have 25.3-ish miles to do today. Last mountain, we don't actually climb over it, we go through a valley closer on the left side of it. It's called Mount Hatchet, and I think if my math is correct, I will end at hiking 2,602 point something miles on this trail. So it's right around where I was anticipating to finish at, which is awesome. Was most of that not actually on the CDT? Probably. Took so many alternates. Went so many different ways. And did some extra road walks. So it's really a whole different CDT. Yeah. Now the sun is blinding me. So close. Well, I was wrong. I looked back at my journal and I accidentally put the same date twice. So today is actually day 133 instead of 132. So I'll be finished on day 133, and all the days for like the past week have been wrong by one day. It's fine. We are walking this road around this mountain to get to the monuments. It's the same distance and there's no bushwhacking involved. And it's flat. 3 more miles. I thought this monument was in the middle of nowhere. Lo and behold, there's a town over there across the border. Interesting. Very strange. Not expecting that. That's nice. I have enough water. So close to the end. So close. What a fitting end to the trail. There is no trail. And it goes through all these spiky bushes. Oh my gosh, look at these. They're so crazy looking. Ow! Stab me a few more times before I finish. Why CDT? Didn't you get enough out of me? I was getting all nostalgic. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss the CDT so much. And then I had to walk through all those briars and pokey seeds and things. And now these are what my legs look like. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna miss you. Get me off this trail! It's trying to kill me! Last mile, last mile. Get me off this trail. It's trying to kill me, or it's gonna stab me more. Either way. And now, super tall grass that's hitting me in the face. And secret holes in the ground I can't see. I'm lost. The trail turned and there was no marker to indicate that. And there is no trail. I just find this all hilarious because this is a very fitting end for the CDT. Just wandering through the desert, having no clue where you're going, and getting stabbed all the while through tall grass and prickly bushes. Yay! Oh, I can see it. I can see the end. There's the pavilion. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'll probably have 20,000 more spiky bushes to go through first. It's over there. Get me off this trail. Get me off! I was wrong. That's the end. There's the pavilion and the monument. So close. I made it! Yay!
Oh, this is great.
A quarter of my life to kiss this penis-shaped rock. Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Woo! There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
oh,
You got it.
oh, so close.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to day 134, the day we're not supposed to be on trail, but our ride has abandoned us here. We have no food. Delta's eating his food right now, but we're running out of food. I have no food left. And it's been now like 3 or 4 hours past when we were supposed to be picked up. And all of our friends were a day behind us. They're now probably at the monument. They could shove 5 people in their cars even though there's 8 people already. Otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna be doing. I'm smiling, but I'm not happy. Get me off this trail!
I'm doing ages.
Still waiting. Thank you for farting in my video.
Car's just jarring too much.
I thought you were gonna go past them.
Well, it's been almost a week since I got home from my Thru hike. Update on what happened on our last day. So Slider's mom and Chili's dad came out to pick us up, and at the time they just told us that they weren't able to get us and we'd have to stay there, which we found to be a problem because we didn't have any food or water left because we weren't planning to stay there that night. So we were just sitting on the side of the trail waiting for our friends to catch up to us because they were not very far behind. They passed us and we were hoping that they would drive us out because a lot of friends and family were coming to pick up people on that road. And then when we got to town, we learned that Slider's mom's car, or Slider's car, had popped both tires and ruined the rim because they didn't realize that the tire was popped and they kept driving on it. So that's why they have a legit excuse why they couldn't make it. Sorry for Slider's car. After that, I got a hotel room by myself with a king-size bed, so magical. And we had a breakfast all together with all 14 of us after we all had shuttled in the car together to get back to the trail, and we went our separate ways. I went with Gaia and Waterboy and Top. We dropped them off at a hotel. Me and Gaia and I went to her thru hiking friend's house and stayed there for a couple of days. And then unfortunately I had to say goodbye to Gaia too. So sad. And I flew home. And I've basically just been doing yoga with 50 Cal and Gaia, an online thing, obviously. And then I've been cleaning all my gear and sending it back in for replacements, which was like 9 boxes of stuff. It was a lot. Thoughts? Oh, there's a traffic jam over here. Thoughts on the CDT? I think that it's a very challenging and beautiful and wonderful and adventurous trail. I mean, my opinion is my opinion, and I encourage you to go out there and try yourself and formulate your own opinion about what you think about this trail. Good things is that you get to choose your own adventure, kind of choose your own way, which I found very satisfying to pick and choose what I want to do instead of being a complete straight line like the AT is. And there's a lot of beautiful things to go see, or if you're just lazy and don't want to do the hard parts, then you could do that too. The Tetons I definitely recommend as an alternate, and the Gila as an alternate. Those were extremely beautiful sections of the trail that I am very glad that I participated in. There's a lot of beautiful places on the CDT, like Glacier and the Winds and the San Juans, and I even like the Basin because I did my biggest day out there. Lots of amazing things to see, even in the desert where it's completely flat and there's no trees. It's beautiful. We did the most night hiking I've ever done on the trail before, and I immensely enjoyed watching sunsets and seeing the stars and the moon light up the path as I'm walking. It's very cool. Bad things about the CDT. And like I said, these are all my opinion. You might find that you don't agree with me, and that's fine. I did not like how CDT did not have a very clearly defined trail. That was part of the adventure of it, and I knew that going into this. But it would be this is on the Appalachain Trail right now. I went up, but you never get a trail like this unless you're in a national park. That was challenging to follow a lot, and often the trail just disappears, which is hard. If you do the Teton alternate, know that the Gravants are very challenging. I suggest you take the long route around if you're not experienced with scree fields and rock climbing, because it's not for the faint of heart, in my opinion. Yeah. Other thing that's hard about the CDT is it's not following along the same lines. It's not easy to follow at junctions, because sometimes it looks like the trail's going straight. There's clearly a trail going that direction, but usually that is not the CDT. The CDT usually goes off in a completely other direction. That would be the CDT, just going straight. So you have to pay very close attention to junctions and to make sure you're on. I would check gut hooks, which is now far out, like every 30 minutes. Because a lot of times I would find myself not on trail at all. Ooh, another thing I liked about the CDT is there's lots of fun rocks. I've never found so many cool geodes on trail. Woo! And the huckleberries and thimbleberries and raspberries and all those delicious berries that I gotta eat. Delicious. Yeah, I definitely recommend this as a southbound trail. Of course, I'm going to say it because I'm a southbounder. Because all my northbound friends got stuck in the San Juans because of snow. We missed the storms because we planned it just right. Yeah. The weather is supposed to be nice. We got unlucky and had a heat wave in Glacier and most of Montana and Idaho. So it was pretty miserable then. And I had my longest water carry in Idaho. So I do recommend this trail, but I think you need to be emotionally prepared for what is coming, because it's not, trail is a loose term. It's more like a national scenic passage or a national scenic, I don't know, voyage. That's what my grandma said. It's you are told to go in a certain direction and you just kind of go in that direction and hope for the best. Yeah, which is fun for some people and not for others. So if that's not for you, then it's not for you. If it is for you, then great. I think I've grown a lot as a hiker having done it and experienced that amount of having no wayfind on the daily. I feel a lot more confident in my own hiking. I think it's cool that I was able to do that and that I put that under my resume of hiking things. So yeah, it's very different from the AT in the sense that the AT is a green tunnel, which is beautiful in its own way, and I love being back here, and I missed all the smells and all the leaves and trees and being swaddled by them. And I love the CDT because it's a choose your own adventure kind of thing, and all of those things I listed before. So yeah, will I do it again? Probably. Will I do the AT again? Probably. And I will be on the PCT coming up in late April. I already got my permit and I'll probably be vlogging again. We'll see. If not, if I do or don't, I haven't decided yet. So yeah, thank you guys for following along and watching my videos and positively supporting me. And I hope that maybe you're inspired to go hike your own long distance hike. And if you have any questions or comments about backpacking or the CDT or the AT or whatever, I'm happy to answer them. Reach out to me on Instagram. And yeah, thank you for following along. Go hike somewhere. Maybe see you when I'm on the PCT. Okay, bye.